Hey folks, this is ioether, and we're back with some more world tanks. So, sidescraping. Sidescraping is one of those big things that everybody knows they should do, but it's really hard for a lot of players to figure out how they should sidescrape, and how to counter a player who's sidescraping. So this enemy E100 is going to sit on this corner, and he's going to try sidescraping along with Ronic. Now Ronic is doing his sidescraping really well. He is pretty much parallel to the building, so anything that either this E100 or even the T57 fire item will likely be, well, for the E100 that's an auto bounce angle. For the E100 or for T57, it's probably not an auto bounce angle, but let's see where his point of view is. Yeah, it's not quite an auto bounce angle, but it's most likely just going to get absorbed by Ronic's tracks, and on his turret it's unlikely to penetrate at that angle because of just how thick this side of the turret is. And that angle, the effective armor is something obscene. Anyways, so the C100 is going to have to wait until either Ronic makes a mistake. Oops, I'm not going to actually be in fixed camera for this thing, because I want you guys to watch how Ronic. Wow, everybody lagged there. That's interesting. So the E100 is trying to sidescrape. And you can see. Ooh, let's see where. Ooh, Ronic is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank, and well, that makes sense because Ronic's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right. And if he, T57, really? How did you miss that shot on the T57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy E100 is getting really pissed that Ronic can somehow penetrate him without being, without exposing enough of his tank so that so this guy can kill Ronic. So Ronic's, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck. This is only going to work if he doesn't zoom out. The one thing that you may not realize is when you zoom out, your marker will move on the enemy tank. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But it will. It moves. I can't tell you up or down like where it will move. But I know that occasionally when I'm sniping in at the corner of a building, if I zoom out and then zoom back in again, my aimer is suddenly up here. Because for whatever reason, the way the terrain is and the enemy tank and stuff, your aimer will move as you go between sniper and regular mode, and so Ronic is going to have to zoom in if he wants the shot to count. Again, aiming for the engine deck, and oh yeah, enemy tank destroyed. That is a really great tactic, and I implore all of you guys to use it. If you can do this well, you can sidescrape effectively and be deadly to enemy tanks. Now, everyone knows about the... Let me pause it here again for a sec, because we don't really care about the rest of this battle. Ronic goes on to win it, but that's not the point of this video. Now, everyone knows that, if I zoom in here, when enemy tank is sidescraping like this, if they back out far enough, you can shoot their lower glacis. Yeah. But if they don't ever show that lower glacis, then this engine deck will always be exposed. Yes, granted, an E100 has these little modules that pop up at the back, making it much easier to hit with, but this will work on just about any tank. I can't actually think of too many tanks that this won't work on. The crucial difference between having to aim for the lower glacis whenever they happen to screw up and expose it, and be able to aim for the engine deck is, is how high your tank is. If your tank is higher than the enemy tank, so in other words, if you are fighting another tank of the same model, so E100 versus E100, then you're always going to be able to shoot down into his engine deck, considering that your gun will always be higher than his engine deck, assuming you guys are both on the same level of terrain. If you're above the enemy tank, obviously, based on terrain, obviously you can shoot down into his engine deck. If you're fighting with, if you're in something like a bat chat, I don't know why you'd be side scraping in bat chat, but the bat chat was right there, so that was the go tank I thought of. You know, if you're in something tiny and low to the ground and you're side scraping versus an io100, I don't know what you do, because you're not going to be able to shoot down onto his engine deck. You're going to have to either wait till he makes a mistake or walk away and go find somewhere else to side scrape and something else to kill. But most of the big tanks that do well in side scraping can use this trick, and you should be using this trick. This will help you guys win battles and help you, achieve better gameplay. Also, Ronick does this completely safe. The way in which he did it meant that his lower glacis was almost never exposed. I didn't actually notice if it was exposed, but either way, the enemy tank definitely never got the opportunity to fire into it. And it kept him perfectly safe and let him annihilate an enemy tank without taking any damage. Tracks damage does not count for this particular example. So that derp shot into the T-57 Heavy, huh? Yeah. Don't do that. Other than that, this was a great video. Thank you, Ronick, for sending this in and letting me talk a bit about this. This is a trick I actually just learned watching this and decided I had to show you. This was awesome. So if you liked it, hit that like button. If you know friends that make this mistake, share the video with them. Tell everybody. I want to kill side scraping tanks this way. Nah, kind of, not really, but just I want my community to get better at tanks, so tell everyone. I want as many people doing this as possible, because the more people that do this, the better we all get, the better the community gets, the less trolls there are in games. And if you die because the other guy was burnt side scraping you, that's different from losing in battle because your entire team lemminged into one corner and died. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Share this if you know a friend who could use the tip, and leave a comment if you didn't know about this, or if you can think of a situation in which this wouldn't work. Leave a comment and I'll try and answer all those. Thank you all for watching. Do this always. ioether out.